Hey guys, and today we are talking about how Paper Mario Color Splash is one of the best games ever made. So guys, in the opening, we see thunder and lightning. We might be confused by what's going on and wondering whose house that is. Well, then we figure out right now that it is Mario's. But then suddenly he has a down reaction and we see Princess Peach is all cold in the night and she has a note. So we wonder what it is. And under the warm fire, we see the same note that they're obviously looking at. Peach is saying, open the note. Mario opens it to find that it wasn't a note. It was a colorless toad. He throws it up in the air as a surprise because, how did we know it was going to be a colorless toad? But then he notices the stamp. So they think about it for a while, and he sees, oh wait, I know where that is. So they head there in the night, right on the spot, in a boat. And the storm is a little janky. And yeah, you can see them through the window. And this is when it cut to the title screen. This is a very interesting title screen considering it kind of looks like a horror movie. Then you cut to this, and you may notice that there is 3 colors. And it says you have to hit, pull, and jump. And you're probably confused by that first. But then you realize, oh wait, I can hit that, and it's blue. So there are various puzzles that, helps to start out the game. Then you walk around for a bit and then notice, hey, this is yellow and I can pull. So you kind of get in the gist. And then, so now we know, okay, so I have to look for something red that I can, jump, I believe. And yeah, here is the red jump. Then you realize it activated something. So you go back over there and all the colors are lit up. And you can see it is opening like a safe. And we were wondering, well, what's it opening? And, whoa, flashing lights. And then we're like, oh my god, what's it gonna be? Oh my god. Yeah, it's a paint can. Now let's get to a reason of why Paper Mario Color Splash is one of the best games ever made. Mostly, it's the fighting mechanics. Look at that. You have to paint up your cards to use it. And every time you jump on an enemy, it takes away some of their paint. That's a great way of incorporating that every enemy holds paint. And everything in the world is made up of paint. And every time you use your card, or use a piece of your card, it takes down the paint. How does this game do stuff like this? And you can't forget the classic Rochambeau temples. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I just love that they imported them to the game. It's basically just rock, paper, scissors, but better. And these little toads that greet you and give you advice. Never take their advice. Or sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. Just don't even risk it. And you have to get a paint star to go inside. So if you lose, then you have to go get a paint star. Or there is another option. You can go, talk to this guy. You see Mario's going, and you have to pay money. But I don't know why you would want to do that. Just you can get a star you've already gotten. It's so easy. Let's go, you're gonna win. And the toad kind of makes, how would I put this, a pun? Yeah. And some of them were actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. He calls them a funny name, and then he says, Buzzy Beetle, or Koopa Troopa. And then, yeah, they walk up to the podium. And it's actually very, it's intimidating. You have to look in your menu, and you don't know. The toads at the front give you advice, but let's be honest, they're not good advice. And then it goes, Rochambeau! Rock, paper, scissors! And as you see, Mario won. Now let's get to the most iconic thing in Paper Mario Color Splash. The Justice Toad. Oh my god, it's my favorite thing. I love this. So Mario and here we are what's up with this guy? Let's go. Does he have a fork in his head? What's going on? What? What? That was amazing! You moved the paint star. Oh, yeah, I wasn't. Nobody was expecting that. They expected it just to be some dumb thing. Then it actually works, and you're like, wow, that's that. Okay, we gotta talk about this game's humor. Is that Toad wearing his underwear? Because I also want to show you the alternate universe. This is pretty sick. you're going down a pipe that leads to another pipe in an alternate universe. So then Mario comes out of the pipe all confused, and he's like, what? Because one of the guys said it was a completely the same. It's identical in every way, yeah. This place is creepy. No way, this ain't identical. And it's just cool. Like, all the toads are Shy Guys, and there's even more uncolored spots. Some people really hated it, but I just gotta say, it's the coolest thing ever. Now let's talk about wringing things out. Yeah, like, look at this cork in the pipe. To get to the other world, you have to take it out. Oh yeah, what we're gonna do with it? Oh yeah, we're gonna squeeze it, all the paint out of it. Yeah, and we're gonna turn it into a car. Man, it's so dumb, but that's what I love about it. It's just hilarious. Like, that's hilarious. And let's not forget, one of our most beloved characters made a reappearance as PT Piranha, since he was in the teapot. And he is my favorite character in all of Mario. Or not my favorite character, but my segment. Because, like, he's PT Piranha. Like, he's just so funny. I don't know. Something about... Okay, that wasn't funny, but, you know what I mean. Super Mario Sunshine, he was the best character, and you can't deny it. Of course, you can't forget the part where they go into the game inside of the game. Like, they do this in so many games, but this game does it the best. Like, Super Mario Bros. 3 was incredible, and they're bringing it back to Paper Mario? Okay, I love this. You guys gotta love it too. Come on. So then you see Mario fall, and everything's all pixelated, as Huey says, bleepy and bloopy. And there's a pixelated Goomba, and everything's pixelated, except for you and Huey, obviously, because you went into the game. And Huey says it's oddly nostalgic, obviously, because Super Mario Bros. 3, it's nostalgic. Now, something interesting about this that a lot of games don't do is, watch this, it's actually pretty cool. So Huey goes, it's a bit of a problem, because Mario can't jump that high in this version of the game. So he's just trying to change your perspective, and you're like, what? So you press Y, and then you see this. 3D Super Mario Bros. 3 is the first thing that came to my mind, but it's just changing your perspective, I guess. But it's only for 10 seconds, which kind of sucks, and it uses your paint. So I don't know if I'd recommend it, like, everything. To get secrets, I don't know. It's not really that worth it unless you have to use it to get past something like that. And if you notice, there was 3 Goombas, so it also adds the amount of enemies. And, like, what does that even happen? They're enemies. But why does they add the amount? Would it add the amount of items? I don't know. I don't remember if it shows. I can't remember in my head right now. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Another thing that this game did is cut out is this. Like, if you see something odd, like square shaped or a weird, I don't know, shape, you use cut out, and you cut it out on your gamepad to reveal a secret. And one of my personal favorites, the circus. So Mario and Huey are just walking in, no idea what they're doing. The act failed, so they're confused. But then they get forced to do an act. And they're obviously very shy, narrator. And he was like, oh my god, no, I can't do it. And Mario's like, oh, don't worry, you can. So Huey goes, oh my, with this. Just tell me, I'm sorry, Huey, this ain't funny. Yeah, I don't like impressions, man. Everyone goes quiet because they want to hear. They're very intrigued. Oh my god. Tin cans always be that. Boo! Yeah, boo, boo, boo. That's terrible. Tough crowd? Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, Mario, I'm sure he has a trick up his sleeve. Come on, Mario, where's your trick? Yep, he got it. He's got a something. Yeah, it's pretty sick. I don't know if it's funny, but okay. 1 mushroom, 2 mushroom, 3 mushroom, and pop. And then he just goes dun 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 dun. Ah, I'm back. Okay. And then he was all mad, and I would be mad too. Yeah, like, no, not about it. That. Yeah, like, where's his mushroom? Why didn't he get a mushroom? Now we gotta talk about the boss fight, like the first boss fight of all Paper Mario Color Splash, because that always has to be good. And Morton wants to destroy you because he doesn't want you to get the paint star, because Bowser told him so, and he wants to be the best. Morton's strong, more tons. he wants to be the best. So he pulls out his hammer, and he gets a pedestal, and you're like, wait, is he really that short? And no, he's not. He just thinks it'll protect him. It really doesn't. And then he just calls in some shy guys to basically be bait. So, yeah, he's safe, and he goes into a shell. A lot of... Wait, do the bosses do that? I think all the bosses go in the shell. Not really sure. And Mario chooses his cards wisely, because we're not really sure. This is our first time doing a boss fight. We're all scared. Like, it's just gonna be hard. This boss fight's easy. But it still gives me this feeling of, I don't know, being, like, threatened, and I kind of like it. It makes me kind of, like, intimidated to face him. But you don't know that at the start it's gonna be easy. But even after, I just love this boss fight. Morton is not my favorite Koopaling, but he is my second one. He's just hilarious. Like, he just wants to be the best, and that's all you could ever ask for. So, yeah. And Morton gets angry, so he says Morton is fired. And we're like, what's gonna happen? Oh, whoa, that's bad, that's bad. So he puts fire on his hammer, and you're probably like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my gosh, what do I do? But Mario's like, nah, I got it. Watch me. He knows what to do. He's like, I got the fire extinguisher and the 3 boots. This is, well, what you need. If you don't have the fire extinguisher, you can't beat this boss. So it's very, like, needed. And this is also what the things do. Like, if you have, like, a hammer or something, it'll smash him. A lemon, it'll pour a lemon in the juice in his eyes. But most of the boss fights have designated things you need for the boss fight. This one you needed the fire extinguisher to put out his fire. So now it's just a stick, and he is very, very low in health. And it's even kind of sad. I mean, he's like, Mallet gone. Oh my gosh, just stick. Like, it's sad. And then you just get him at these 3 worn out jumps, and he's just done. Like, he can't do anything. Nope, look at that. And then Mario doesn't even do anything for this last jump. He's already dead. Bye. And that's how you defeat Morton. So now we gotta get to the boss fight. The boss fight is the best boss fight. It's just, like, so cool. So by this point, you have the best weapons you could possibly get in the game. And the whole objective is to take down his paint. So he has a coated black paint over him that, like, basically he mixed the paint in the fountain that we saw earlier in the beginning, and it turned him into evil Bowser. Even more evil than he already is. Like, he doesn't want to do this. He's being taken over by the black paint. Oh my god, those tiny lava bubbles are so annoying. So annoying. But, yeah, Bowser, he's pretty cool. Like this fight is pretty cool. And also, if you jump on those lava bubbles, it still counts as fire. So you still get burned. Same with Bowser, he has horns. Don't ask me. But yeah, this boss fight is incredible. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. And as we know, Paper Mario Color Splash is the best game after watching this video, I bet. And just so you know, I edit all my own videos, so it would really help if you guys liked my video.